All right. Let's see. We can keep going here. Now that I know that I can access here, I kind of want to go, where was it? Yeah, there was here. I wanted to check and see if there was horn scent stuff here before I forget, because the Abyssal Woods made me think maybe this is a horn scent Inquisition compound. Let's just go back outside, actually. Because we originally came in here under the impression that it was either a Mesmer or a Rykard location. And I want to figure out if this is the case. I do so much damage. All right. So they are hanging Mesmer soldiers. So this is like a horn scent compound. Ooh. Shadow Realm Rune, nice. Oh, is this an area that I didn't even go to? There we go. It's nice that we came back here then. What's this? Marika's Rune. Golden remnants of the grace personally bestowed by Queen Marika to the heroes who joined the crusade for her. The brilliance of Queen Marika's grace blinds even the best. Huh. What is this place? We're just gonna go back up? This is back outside. Oh, this is the backside of this place that I accidentally came to that one time. And I just didn't even notice that door there. That's stupid. I'm dumb. That's definitely what Mesmer's Eye became. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What's this? Iris of Occultation? Place on the eye of another to deny them light in all its forms can also be used to receive the blessing. Okay, so this is the opposite of the Iris of Grace. In the realm of shadow, this artifice was employed by the priests of the Erdtree to intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I actually had been here. I missed this doorway. Let's go back up here because I want to see if there's more horn scent stuff. So this is a place where they were punishing people. I thought it was like a penal colony, I guess, but I guess not. Yeah, and then this is just this section. Okay. Let's keep going down. Because I wanted to understand... what we're looking at here. The thing is that it's a mixture, because there are Mesmer soldiers here. I guess these guys are in the cells, and they're trying to attack people who come down. I don't know. Let's look around. Marika's Rune. Yeah, and that is exactly what Mesmer's Eye became. So that tells us that Mesmer crusaded for Marika. What is all this stuff? Can I go back up from here? Oh, I can. Okay. So this is just a torture chamber. Yeah, another torture chamber. They're looking at a body. No illusory wall. Oh, I thought you were dead. Wait, how? Oh, he was sitting down. I didn't notice that. The abductor virgins are outside. And then there's another... This is an omen killer. This isn't a... Those aren't horn scent. They are omen killers. And the omen killers use visages of the omen to, like, mock and kill, I think? Hold on. We have the weapon. See, this is why I don't want to put any of my weapons away, because I want to be able to do stuff like this. So... Where is it? Where are the curved greatswords? Awarded to Omen as a tool of war, this weapon is made to take advantage of brute strength. Pattern etched upon the blade is a remnant of a deteriorative malediction. Indeed, when bestowing a weapon, preparations must be made for taking it away. I thought there was an Omen killer set. Oh, I do. It's armor. It's not a weapon. We have this robe, so we can... Omen killer robe. Omen killer's butchers of twisted conscience. Its thick apron is worn in remembrance of Rollo, the progenitor of the omen killers and a perfumer of antiquity. So these guys... Oh, a perfumer of antiquity. Okay. So these guys are perfumers that went on to kill Omen. They aren't Omen themselves. So let's look at this. Yeah, because he doesn't have horns. It's just his mask. Okay. And then if we go up here... So this isn't a horn scent Inquisition fort. This is a Mesmer fort. This is his group. This is just his group. Okay. Well, we found a cool item. Let's try to see if Emir moves. I think maybe I just need to wait. I'm not going to get my souls back.
Oh, hello. Is something the matter?
I'm very disappointed by that. I'm guessing maybe I need to wait until late night, which is like a special period of time in order to trigger his stuff. Let's pass the time until nightfall really quickly. Yeah. And now we can just go back. Storehouse back section. Okay, let's just go back here. Eden says a second one can be found. You were talking about the Iris of Grace. So if they're not limited consumables, then that's fine. And then I'm not worried. I'm not scared. Oh, terrible spot for the game to freeze. God damn it. Well, there goes my 220,000 souls from Anna. I highly doubt we would have been able to trigger the underground area again, so that's fine. God damn it. I'm irritated about that. I mean, it's a special invasion, so that's cool, but great. Carrion thrusting shield. Wow, did we really get like another thrusting shield right here? Silver thrusting shield embedded with glintstones enables the wielder to attack and guard simultaneously. Once wielded by R'Lana the Twin Moon Knight during her sole entry into ritual combat, a demonstration of fidelity to the Erdtree. Ah, I see. I see where we are now. What a thrill as we climb up this gigantic ladder. Okay. I forgot using a flask, I think, is a loud action. I think I can hear you. Fire coil, and the fire coils are like the weird, basically look like the weird serpent inside of Mesmer's eye. I'm so happy we found out how to get up here. Fire serpent. Okay. Hey, we got a Mesmer incantation. Launch a serpentine flame that bends and curls in pursuit of its foe. When the flame they received from Mesmer would not find purchase within them, the Fire Knights relied on fire incantations to honor their bond. Okay. Let's go. Shadow Sunflower. Blessed Bone Shard. Site of Grace. Neat. Where does this go? A bunch of rafters with bats. This is like the rafters. Oh, and they have bat ornamentation. So you don't notice the actual bats that are around. Clever. Oops. Okay. Broken rune. Okay. Using an advancing weapon on here is so tough. I can't imagine trying to fight with like the beast claws up here. That would be awful. It would be truly terrible. All right. Okay. How do I get over there? Doesn't look like there's anything back there. Wrath from afar. So, Wrath of the Gods, but from afar. Fires a golden shockwave that knocks back nearby foes. When the Elden Ring was shattered, the people of the realm of Shadow felt it too, and feared it as a sign of the Erdtree's wrath. A sign of the Erdtree's wrath. I guess my question there becomes like... I still am wondering about like the Lands of Shadow and what they are in the context of this game. I'm very curious. Yeah, I knew it was gonna try to gimmick me like that. Fuck you. Jeez. Heat-seeking missiles. Holy shit. There we go. Okay, what is over here? What is this place? Another elevator. Oh, is this just a shortcut? Yep. That's what it seems like. It gives me Dark Souls 1 vibes. Where does this lead? Can't open that. Does this just go back down to the church district? Oh, man. That's interesting. I just saw something very neat. My buddy just sent me a message. And I can't send it to the person. I was going to send it to Rishan, but for some reason I forgot to. Ooh. What is this? Lost Grace. Shadow View. Oh. Fucking damn it. Commander Gaius. Oh, oops. I had no health. Interesting. Okay. Before we go in there, what's in here? Have mercy for the spirited away shamans. Shadow tree fragment. Is this where we have to use this? Yep, let's fucking go. You get the jester in the shaman village. You get a place over here. That's cool. Is this fall gonna kill me? I don't want to do this yet. Let's fight Gaius first. What I was gonna, oh, ow. Okay, so he just rams you and you can't get out of the way, period. Interesting. Intriguing. He's beefy. Oof. Gravity magic. He's a red main. Okay. Let's go. Oops. Ouch. All right. Interesting. Oops. I thought I dodged that. I don't think I got any back because I think I just lost Grace. Oh, I forget that that's a projectile. doesn't do that much more than I would. Yep. Just let him drill into the wall. Oh, delayed. Ah! Oh, so it's gravitas is what that is. Whoa! Single kill. Single hit kill. Right there, just on my health. All right. I just pinged Rishan in my Discord for what I was gonna talk about. The thing that my friend sent me. It's marked as spoilers, so I don't think it should spoil anyone, but it's not, I don't think it's actually, it's like map spoilers at that, but I already have the whole map filled out, so I'm not worried. Oops. Desert Griffin says DLC is insane with boss damage. I should also probably check to see if I have enough Shadow Tree fragments. But yeah, I remembered what Magnolium said. Magnolium was saying about like the sorry, this is a completely different topic. What Magnolium was saying last night about like unalloyed gold and sort of like the repeating source of origin for like a lot of these concepts all being here in the Lands of Shadow. I think it makes sense with the thing that Rishan is going to look at a second. Oop. But what I was going to say is, if you look, so I'm just showing this here. If you look at the Lands of Shadow, it's tilted, but if you go back here, it's the exact fit for right here, for the center of the Lands Between. So if you tilt it this way, this all fits perfectly in here. So like this right here in Liurnia, this section is this. And it makes sense because look at this. This is like green and watery and beautiful. Green, watery, beautiful. Look at this area. You even have the autumn trees all right here. And the green water and everything. And then down here, this all these dragons and all these like just massive things. Oh, all fits right here. All fits right here with the mountaintops of the giants. And Caelid. So this is actually interesting though, because we can surmise what the Caelid wilds would have looked like as well. Because by this logic, all of this is touching up against Caelid. It's all this, all right in here. So Caelid was probably a beautiful field filled with flowers and trees that was destroyed by the rot. And even, look, all this red, all that matches with all this. And then if we look here, it means that the grave areas here line up with Limgrave. Yeah. That's very interesting. Oh, my timing was bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted by that. There we go. Okay, the lingering hitbox. Ugh, I can't see anything when he hits me like that, though. I should also use my physic immediately. Oh, I forgot to use my physic again. I'm dumb. Well, at least I got blown this way. There we go. Okay. Ow. I'm much better suited to just try and parry through everything. Once I can get a heal off and I don't die immediately, then the fight goes fine, I think. What? Okay, so it's like that fourth roll. I don't make enough distance. I can unequip the Misericord as well. Oops. I don't know why I'm struggling so much against this. This boss is easy. Like, his actual moveset isn't hard to deal with. I just keep getting clipped. All right, let's get rid of that. Oh, that's actually probably why. Also, I should see, I think I have Shadow Tree fragments that I can use. Nope. Okay. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, now we're going. Ugh. Ooh. Nope. Roll catch. God damn it. Huh. Okay. Ouch. Heal. Heal. Not healing. There we go. Damn it. I just got barely clipped there. Okay. Mimic tier. And now he rushes towards me, and I wait, and now I do that. Oops. Ugh, I don't understand why sometimes I get the iframes needed to get through it, but then other times I don't. All right. Get set up. Let him come at me. Oops. I think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna get it. So weird. When I get flung like that, I need to just run. Or can I get on torrent in this fight? I can. I guess I can just get on torrent and just like flee. Okay. It doesn't let me iframe. Okay. Mimic. Ugh. That was my bad. I was just at low health. So yeah, it's like, I think, sorry, I'm also thinking about the lore. It's like this place, it's not that this place doesn't exist, it's that it's been sealed away. So that's why you can't see the Erdtree from here. Like, that's why you can't see the Shadow Tree from the Erdtree. It exists, but it's been locked off. Okay. Ouch. Ouch. Ouchie. What? Ugh. So I'm just thinking, like, the Erdtree and the Shadow Tree, like, I mean, it quite literally, this place exists in the shadow of the Erdtree. That's why it's called this. But, like, I think that might also be literal. Like, it is obscured by the Erdtree. Okay, run away. Dodge. Dodge again. Dodge again. Power up my guy. Now, let's fight. Ugh. Rishan says, which raises the question of, is the Shadow Tree actually the shadow echo of the Erdtree in this sealed off land, or are the two separate trees that could perhaps once exist together as an opposing force to the Erdtree's light? I think that is part of it. I don't even think it's an opposing force to the Erdtree's light. Like, I think it's something whose meaning changed when the Erdtree was born, right? Like, the Erdtree didn't exist, I don't think, when Marika became an Empyrean, you know? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we know that the Erdtree just, like, was... There was an era before the Erdtree when dragons ruled the world, right? Like, that's just a fact. Where I guess maybe that refers to the time when people had to be afraid of, like, Placidusax and Baal, right? Like... That's my guess. Oops. Heal. Damn it. Because we know there was an era of the Crucible. We know the Crucible Knights were not controlled, but were guided by Godfrey. Like, there was an era where the aspects of the Crucible itself, like all of these things were just part of Erdtree culture, I guess is like the best way to describe it. Ouch, that was too late. But yeah, there were like aspects. Opposing force was a bad term. It implies conflict. Counterbalance, maybe. Like, I think that I don't think that's a bad term. I think what I understand what you're saying, and I definitely agree with it in some sense. But I guess my point is, like, I don't see the Erdtree and Shadow Tree as like having been created for this, like I don't think that they're twinned in purpose, so to speak. Like, I don't think the Shadow Tree exists because the Erdtree, you know? And I don't think the Erdtree exists because of the Shadow Tree. I think that they both exist simultaneously and like sort of independent of each other. That's the vibe I've been getting. Oop. Like, that's the sense I've been getting, is this idea of like the Erdtree was inspired by the Shadow Tree, I guess. Oh, ouch. Make one mistake and get blown up. This is tough. I was doing really well there too. But yeah, like, I don't think that the Erdtree is... Also, hi Apollo, I didn't notice the message because both you and Rishon have blue names. I don't think that the Erdtree or the Shadow Tree's purpose are like inherently linked to each other. I think they're linked to each other because of the way they kind of like exist in this world and were created, I guess. Like, I don't know. They're like... It very much feels to me that the big secret to take away here is that the big thing to take away here is that the Erdtree is the shadow of the Shadow Tree. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting from it. I think the Shadow Tree is the great tree mentioned a few times, or do we have a third tree? I think that it's the great tree. I think we're in the same boat here. Like, I think that's absolutely the case. Fuck. If I parry that first attack, it's instant death. Let's give myself some rune arcs as well, or use a rune arc. I honestly think just like a physical defense talisman would be nice here. Come on. Now we go ham. Oh, my R2 didn't come out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. Die, finally. This boss doesn't seem that bad. It just specifically punishes Toaster for using Raptor. That is true. That's exactly what happened. Remembrance of the Wild Boar Rider. Nice. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the Finger Reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. Both were as elder brothers to the lion, and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Gaius was both Messmer's friend and leader of his men. So he was cursed. Why? Yeah, this was, now that I'm looking at this, this was obvious. I knew there was going to be like an exit here. And the fact that this says, have mercy for the spirited away shamans, you use the, and then Mesmer doing this motion and this doing this motion at the statues of America, it made perfect sense. Stupid. Let's head back to the round table hold really quickly. That was a really silly set of fights. I can't believe, or that was a really silly fight. I can't believe I died 75,000 times there. I really should have just switched to the Bloody Hellas. I would have probably destroyed him, like, instantly. All right, let's go here. Wild Boar Rider. Remembrance of Commander Gaius hewn into the Erdtree. Yeah, let's do this. So Sword Lance, this is a heavy piercing sword. Oh, cool, heavy thrusting sword. Weapon wielded by Commander Gaius, a combination of greatsword and lance. Weighty and capable of being brought to bear with great force, this armament shows its true potential when used astride a mount. Gaius himself was never without his boar. And yeah, pulls blade-like clumps of rock from the earth, charging increases potency. Gaius and Radon were good rivals in their youth, and this sorcery is a product of their friendly competition. Spear of the Impaler. It's a great spear. Cool. Weapon of Messmer the Impaler. A great spear with a warped blade in the shape of undulating flame. Remade by the forging arts of the Realm of Shadow, this weapon can be thrown by executing a strong attack, dashing strong attack, or mounted strong attack. Charge the attack to produce flame on impact. And it is a Faith Strength Dex weapon. Dex Faith weapon. Another Dex Faith weapon. Interesting. Summons Mesmer's Flame to form a giant floating orb. The orb soars towards the foe, crashing into the earth, and explodes after a brief delay. Mesmer despised his own fire. Time and time again, he hoped to rid himself of it, but ever did it burn. Okay. Neat. Mounted combat specific weapon is kind of cool. Yeah, that is.